Hi, my name is Heather, and I'm going to be leading you through a short yoga sequence that's going to be focused on your core. And I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more all-inclusive. So you can do this flow whether you're a beginner yogi, whether you're an avid yogi, or even if you are prenatal, you can do this flow for your core. And we're going to get started in tabletop position. When you get into tabletop, bring your shoulders over your wrists and your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers evenly and press all 10 fingertips into the mat. Think about really extending through the elbows, trying to firm the forearms towards one another, and keeping everything nice and cinched in around the waist, drawing the belly button towards the spine. We're going to start to move through some cat-cows to warm up the spine. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Almost think about broadening the collarbones forward. And as you're exhaling, rounding through the back, pressing the ground away from you, spreading the shoulder blades. Inhaling, pulling the heart forward. Exhaling, rounding through the back. We'll take 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. And don't make these too thought-provoking here. We want to just make it a little bit more fluid. Don't think too much about it. And last one. Just trying to warm up the spine. And then come back to neutral. We're going to take the right leg back into a 3-legged tabletop. And with this 3-legged tabletop, the back leg, you want to be mindful not to lift the leg up too high and dump into the low back, dropping the belly button down. Zipper up through the low belly, lengthen the tailbone towards the heel, and really point or flex through the back foot. With this left hand, if you feel comfortable reaching out in front of you with fingertips, you can. Or you can even reach your left arm forward. And staying right here, this will be a decent workout for the core. Just trying to stabilize, just trying to work with a little bit of instability. As you exhale, we're going to bring the left elbow and the right knee together. Inhale, extend it forward and back. Exhale, pull it to the center. Inhale, extend front to back. Exhale, pull it to center. 2 more, inhale, front to back. Exhale, pull it to center. And 1 more, inhale, front to back. Exhale, pull it to center. Take the left hand down, the right knee down. We're gonna reset, taking the left leg back. Making sure to point or flex through the back foot. Zipper up through the low belly. Lengthen the tailbone towards the heel. Either keep the right hand down, reach the fingertips out in front of you, or reach the right arm up. And whenever you're reaching the right arm forward and the left leg back, being mindful not to tilt your body open to the right, but keep everything neutral. As you inhale, reach front to back. And as you exhale, draw your right elbow and your left knee together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw. And last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw together. Inhale, reach it out. Right hand down, left knee down. Now we're gonna do very similar. We're just gonna switch left and right with the legs front to back. Left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, switch. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, switch. Now continue this with your breath. And what I want you to focus on is just being as mindful as you can, as conscious of the engagement, moving slowly, and keeping the center of the body really stable. We're going to take 2 more. Last one. Good. And then bring the big toes to touch. Bring the knees out. Drop your chest, your torso through your legs. And come into child's pose. Now in this child's pose, this is an opportunity just to reset the breathing. Breathing in through the back side of the rib cage. And just preparing the body for what is to come. That was more of the warming up of the center of the body. And as we get into the more challenging portions, I encourage you to not push yourself too far, but really focus on listening to the body. And if you're listening to your body and it says, this is a good place to stop, and maybe I just need a child's pose, then take a child's pose. Last inhale. And exhale, let's come back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes under. And we're gonna come into plank pose. In your plank pose, spread the shoulder blades. You can drop the knees down if you need to. You can also spread the feet wider if you need to. And this takes a little bit of the pressure out of the core. Whatever you would like to do in your plank pose, stay here for a few breaths, keeping the crown of the head long towards the front of the mat. Drawing the belly button in. And keep the forearms firming towards one another. As you exhale, we're gonna either drop the knees or stay on the toes, lowering slowly to the ground. Untucking the toes, keeping the hands by the ribs, gently pressing into the palms, pulling the heart forward into our cobra. Elbows still hugging in towards the ribs. Tucking the toes under, pressing back, downward facing. When you get into downward facing dog, you can pedal through the feet. Warming up through the backs of the legs. Making sure the breath is still strong. And keeping the elbows as straight as you can, wrapping the triceps under. And if you're done with the pedaling, you can really anchor the heels down towards the ground. And from our down dog, inhale, rise to the toes. Bend your knees, and you can take a few steps, or one step, or maybe you can hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to a half lift, either hands to your thighs or hands to your shins. Rolling the shoulders down the back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees slightly, press through the heels. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinging at the hips, bringing the hands down. Inhale, come up for a half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose on your knees or on your toes. Lowering down either slowly to the ground, or you can lower down Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog, exhale. Now from downward facing dog, lift the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, drop your back knee. Making sure your right knee is underneath, or right knee is over top of the ankle. And you're pulling the left knee forward and the right heel back. Inhaling, reaching the arms up, interlacing your fingers except index and thumb. Gazing up towards the ceiling, almost trying to reach your index fingers up towards the ceiling. Drawing the navel in, zippering up through the low belly, lengthening the left hip flexors. And as you exhale, gaze down towards the ground, and then reach that same Kali Mudra towards the front. And once you do this, you can even lift the back knee. If that feels okay, you can keep it. Otherwise, bring the arms out into goal post. And we're eventually all gonna come here, but if you wanna keep that same reach forward, creates a little bit more tension. Pressing through the right heel, drawing the navel in. And if you have Kali Mudra, you can release it into goal post. And from here, big step with that back leg. We're gonna bring hands to heart center. Lift the left leg up. Now, if you need to take a step in between that, totally fine. Keep the right leg bent. Step stacking your left leg on top of your right. You can keep it without the double bind, or you can go for the double bind with the toes. Reaching the arms out, bring the right elbow underneath the left, twisting the arms, palms together. Try to bring the elbows down and the shoulders spreading, sinking the hips. And keeping your focus on one single point that's not moving. And think about adding everything to the center. Keep the arms the way that they are. Start to take the left leg off and send the left leg back into warrior 3. Pointing through the back foot or flexing. Keeping everything stable and solid. Now release the arms. Take them back like wings. And maybe reach the right arm forward. And if you have your right arm forward, maybe take little tiny pulses. Lifting your right arm up, left leg up. Really circulating and invigorating through the spinal erectors. Taking the right hand down to the ground towards the right corner. Think about opening up the left hip into our Ardha Chandrasana half moon. Just to release into the right hip a little bit. Externally rotate the hips to prepare for a nice slow descent into warrior 2. When you get into warrior 2, right knee's over top of the ankle, firming up your left leg. Arms reaching, right palms up. Reverse warrior, left hand down. Take it back, inhale. Right forearm down to right thigh, left arm sweeps overhead. And as you inhale next, take that right arm and reach it out, parallel to the left. Keep the arms reaching, flip onto the ball of the back foot, angling your chest over the right thigh. Take your left hand down, reach your right arm up, inhale. And we're gonna take it onto the outside edge of the left foot. Bring the right toes back behind you. Press into the ball of the foot and reach up into Wild Thing. You can either open up the chest here with goalpost arm or make it more of a side bend by reaching overhead. And then reach the right arm straight up. Press firmly into the left fingertips. Step the right foot on top of the left. And then you're gonna step the right foot in front of the left. Take the right hand down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. One more side. We're gonna take the left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step between your hands. Dropping the back knee. Inhale, the arms reach up. Kali Mudra, index finger and thumb release. Reaching up, gazing up. Think about drawing the left heel back, the right knee forward, left knee over top of the ankle. On your next exhale, reach forward with your Kali Mudra. And if you'd like to, lift the back knee. You can keep it here, or you can bring it into goalpost arms. Drawing the navel in, knitting the ribs, opening up the chest. As you exhale, bring everybody to goalpost. We're gonna get ready. Gazing in front. Big step with the right leg, palms at heart center. Lifting the right leg up. Bend the left leg. Cross the right leg on top of the left, either single or double bind. Bring the arms out to the sides. Left elbow underneath the right. Palms together. Elbows sink down, shoulders spread. Keeping the breath as strong as you can. Keeping your gaze steady. And think about squeezing towards the midline. Keep the arms the way that they are. Take the right leg back into a warrior 3. Pointing or flexing through the back foot, little bend in the left leg. And let's take the arms back like wings. Take the left arm forward. And if you have the left arm forward, little pulses up. And use the breath. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the left corner or onto a block. Open the right hip, open the right arm. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Enough to transition. Bending the left knee, gently step the right foot back into your warrior 2. Firm up the right leg, left knee over the left ankle. Left palm flips up, reversing your warrior. And then taking the left forearm down, reach your right arm overhead, extended side angle. As you're reaching your right arm overhead, bring the left arm to parallel. You can heel toe the right foot in a little bit if you need to. We're gonna flip to the ball of the back foot, angle the chest over the front thigh. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up. Spin onto the outside edge of the right foot. Bring the ball of the left foot to the ground behind you. Opening up the hips. Maybe goalpost in the arm. And press firmly through the right fingertips as you're extending the hips. We're gonna step with the left arm straight up. Left foot on top of right foot. Keep really lifting through the obliques, through the outer hips. Step the left foot in front of the right foot. The left hand comes down. Set yourself up for Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Spend a couple moments in down dog, finding the breath. And let's rise up to the toes, bend the knees. Step or hop to your hands. Inhale, come up to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Widen the feet. Sink all the way down. And rock all the way down onto your back. We're gonna keep the left foot planted. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And you can stay right here. Or maybe you can grab behind the left hamstrings or in front of the left shin. Just releasing into the hip. Maybe rocking side to side. And taking the left foot down. Uncross the legs. Drop the legs over to the left. Maybe goalpost the arms here, or T-shape them if that feels better. Little gentle twist. Inhale, come back up. Right foot plants down, left ankle on top of the right thigh. Stay here if this feels comfortable, or you can wrap behind the right hamstrings or in front of the right shin. You can rock side to side. The side might feel a little bit tighter, but that's not an invitation to try to pull deeper into the pose. When you're trying to open up your tighter side, it's really beneficial to just go easy, to not push. One big push in your stretch is not going to make you more flexible. It might just risk tearing the muscle. And take the right foot down. Uncross the leg. Drop the legs over to the right. T-shape or goalpost the arms again. And winding the body down into a place where it's ready for Shavasana. Bring the legs back up to center. Let's draw the knees into the chest. Grab your hands on each kneecap. We're just gonna roll the knees out, almost like hip rotations. Just roll them out and together. And then the opposite way, roll them out and together. And then finally draw them into your chest. And let the legs go straight out in front of you. Hands by your sides, palms facing up or hands on your belly. In these few moments of Shavasana, this is the time to let go of any muscular tension that you were feeling as we were working hard in the practice, as we were focusing the breath, focusing the eyes, focusing the body. So for a few moments, just breathe. Try to breathe and expand through the belly. And let your exhales let the belly fall. Inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, let it release. Inhale, fill up the belly and the rib cage. Exhale from the rib cage and down to the belly. Inhale, fill up the belly, the rib cage, and the chest up to the tops of the collarbones. Exhale from the tops of the collarbones to the rib cage, all the way down to the belly. And take one more breath just smoothly from bottom to top. And exhale top to bottom. Starting to move the fingers and toes as your breath comes back to a natural cadence. Maybe bending the knees and planting the feet. Rolling onto your right side, resting your head on your right arm. Slowly rising up into a comfortable seated position. Cross-legged or sitting on your heels. Hands can rest comfortably on your knees, or hands can come to heart center. And thank you for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.